No matter who's in the ring, shit is going down. The Shield is here. And for a second, I will admit, I'm like, what if he comes out with Mox? What if Jon Moxley says, fuck it, I'm going through the Forbidden Door? Because he has one of those contracts. He has a contract to basically say, I can come out and wrestle for any company I want. He's done with GCW. He's done with New Japan. He doesn't have an exclusive contract with AEW, so what if? The Forbidden Door can always be busted open, ladies and gentlemen. We saw that at the Royal Rumble. Anyway, that entrance should have just main evented the night. To see Seth Rollins come out like this, and this has gotten universal praise for this entrance. This has gotten universal praise. They would have a great match. They would fight as hard as they can, and this was part of the great moments of the night, was this match. Until the end, Roman Reigns locks in the guillotine and refuses to break the count when Seth Rollins makes it to the rope. Charles Robinson, I believe it was Charles Robinson, drops Seth Rollins' hand. Seth Rollins' hand lands on the bottom rope. Charles Robinson counts to 5. Roman refuses to break. DQ finish. But hey, I put money on Seth Rollins to win this match, not to win the Universal Championship. So, thank you, Seth. So Seth Rollins wins by DQ. And by the way, that's the first time Roman Reigns has lost at the Royal Rumble since... lost a match at the Royal Rumble, a singles match, in over 754 days. So, Seth Rollins broke a cool streak there. That was a... And then the chair attack begins. Roman Reigns grabs the steel chair and starts hitting Seth in the back like Seth Rollins did when he broke the Shield. And again, I just couldn't help but think, what if Jon Moxley shows up? What if? That would have been awesome. He unfortunately didn't. Seth Rollins gets the shit beat out of him, but he smiles because he knows he owns a personal piece of real estate in the head of Roman Reigns, damn it. After this, we get the Women's Royal Rumble, which kicked off with Sasha Banks and Melina, actually. That was a shocking little return, but she was gone in 2 seconds. Challengers enter the ring. Everything goes crazy, and then number 28. 3, 2, 1. I don't give a damn about my bad reputation. Ronda Rousey shows up and clears fucking house. Oh, by the way, also Sarah Logan showed up. So, really cool little Riot Squad reunion. Very happy for that. That was awesome. But Ronda Rousey shows up, clears fucking house. It comes down to Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. And Ronda Rousey throws Charlotte Flair over the top rope. Ronda Rousey is going to main event WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. I know this is going to get heat from a lot of people, but I like this ending. I thought it was fun. Then we got a Raw Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch versus Doudrop. Nice little match. Becky Lynch would retain in the end after hitting a second rope manhandle slam. That was the best way to end it, honestly, in my opinion. Doudrop was a good challenger, and it was a very highly contested match. Becky Lynch picks up the win. So I like that. And then after this, we got your WWE Championship match. Your champion, Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Oh man, this was a horse fight. This was a fight of 2 mega powers. The immovable force, the unstoppable force meets the immovable object, and they just collide, man. Train versus train colliding on the tracks, and it was good. These two fought their asses off. Spears, F5s, suplexes, over 10 suplexes. Bobby Lashley with over 3 spears. Locking the Hurt Lock. Brock Lesnar hitting 2 F5s. First one wasn't good enough to connect. And then, as he goes to hit the second one, Bobby Lashley's feet hit the referee. Bobby Lashley's out cold. Brock goes for the cover. As Brock gets up to check on the referee. BAM! Spear from Roman Reigns! Roman Reigns comes out and attacks Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is down. Paul Heyman's looking scared. What do I do? What do I do? And Roman Reigns asks him for the title. And sure enough, he gets handed the title by Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has turned on Brock Lesnar and is back with the Tribal Chief. That's right. Paul Heyman left aside Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns hits Brock Lesnar with the title and leaves. Paul Heyman leaves with your Tribal Chief. Bobby Lashley. 1, 2, 3. New WWE Champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley. So that's how it ends for Brock Lesnar. Or is it? After this, we got your okay match of the night. And it shouldn't have been. It should have been a good match, but it just didn't feel right to me. The Grit Couple versus the It Couple. Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maurice. Edge and Beth Phoenix pick up the win in an okay match. Not great. And then, the Men's Royal Rumble. It was a good match. A lot of great little surprises. Yeah, actually, I'll take that back. Wasn't too many surprises. Wasn't like I was sitting there going, holy shit, look at that. Look who's in it. The only one that really did surprise me, actually, Bad Bunny showed up and did a very cool, did a couple very cool moves that I didn't know he had in him. Eliminates Sheamus, and that was actually pretty shocking. And number 30. 1, 2, 3. Dun 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 dun. Brock Lesnar enters the Royal Rumble at 30. Clears house. Comes down to Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre. The men who main evented WrestleMania 36. 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar eliminates Drew McIntyre. He's headed to WrestleMania. And that is how the show ends. Brock Lesnar stands tall. He is main eventing WrestleMania with Roman Reigns, let's be honest. And that's how Royal Rumble went off the air. It was an okay Royal Rumble. Wasn't great. I would give it a B+. B+. And now we move on to your Monday Night Raw review. The Raw after Royal Rumble. I love these Raw after Royal Rumbles. And by the way, we are officially going to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. WrestleMania is now on the horizon. The sign is up. Dallas, be ready. You are hosting WrestleMania. This is going to be a fun one. Opening up tonight was the new WWE Champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley, coming out talking about how he slayed the beast. But then Adam Pearce came out and said Bobby Lashley will defend his WWE Championship in the Elimination Chamber. After which Brock Lesnar came out and said he will challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But he wants his rematch for the WWE Championship. He wants Bobby Lashley tonight, and he wants it to be title for title at WrestleMania. I hope that doesn't happen. Please, God, don't let that happen. But MVP refuses. Adam Pearce announces that Brock Lesnar will be in the Elimination Chamber match. I guess they settled their beef after Brock Lesnar F5'd Adam Pearce, so good to hear. After this, we finally got the blow off to the Rhea Ripley-Nikki Ash feud. Rhea Ripley would defeat Nikki Ash, as Nikki Ash would try to pose for a superhero pose. It would lead to Rhea Ripley hitting a Riptide, and Rhea Ripley picks up the win. After this, we got another Alexa Bliss therapy segment, where the therapist gave Alexa Bliss a replica of Lily. Alexa, I love you, and I've followed you. I've always been the proponent of saying, don't judge something till it's over. You know, the Firefly Funhouse and the Lilies, I actually liked it. I was one of the few proponents of it. But these segments aren't good, man. I don't know. It sucks. I might have to give this to Battle of the Week. After this, we got The Miz versus Dominic Mysterio. And in a quick match, The Miz will actually get Rey Mysterio ejected from ringside after he made it look like Rey Mysterio tripped him in. A little Eddie Guerrero type of thing. I liked that. The Miz would pick up the win after getting Rey Mysterio ejected. He would come behind Dominic Mysterio and hit the skull-crushing finale. Miz picks up the win. After this, we got a little 24/7 championship action. Dana Brooke fought off Tamina and escaped. Tamina tried to get Dana Brooke, and that was just a little segment. Nothing really too big to impact the show. And we also got the scooter race. Alpha Academy versus Arcade Bro. Chad Gable versus Matt Riddle in a little scooter race. It was a 50-lap thing, and it was okay at best. Not my type of thing. Not my type of segment. After this, we got the KO show with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins said he has major news and he has been added to the Elimination Chamber match for his performance at the Royal Rumble. KO then tried to suggest that Seth Rollins get him added to the match instead of having to compete for the place. And it would be Austin Theory versus Kevin Owens. And Austin Theory would actually pick up the win over Kevin Owens in a hard-fought match. I've really come around on the Austin Theory character. This was a great match. Him and Kevin Owens really had probably match of the night, I would say. If not, second match of the night. We then got Angelo Dawkins versus Dolph Ziggler in a okay match. Wasn't great, wasn't anything to write home about, but it was an okay mid-Raw match, you know. We then got the end of the scooter race where Gable would win after Otis attacked Riddle at the finish line. He would cost Riddle the race, and Riddle would challenge them to a match, and Otis would fight Riddle, and it would be announced during the match it would be for an Elimination Chamber spot, and Riddle and Otis actually had a great match. I enjoyed this match. Bravo, Riddle and Otis. Bravo. Matt Riddle would pick up the win after being beaten down for the whole match. Riddle picks up the win. Very good little match. We then got Bianca Belaire versus WWE Tag Team Women's Champion Carmella in a quick match. Carmella would lose the match. And then your semi-main event, we got AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio. And what was the match of the night? But how could these guys have a bad match? AJ Styles versus Ren. I can't speak. I'm losing my mind. AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio. AJ Styles would pick up the win in a hard-fought match. If you're looking for a good Raw match from the last few weeks, go watch this match. AJ Styles wins and fills out the Elimination Chamber, it will be Riddle, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory, and AJ